teams, the next 20 teams made it. I'm having echo here. Sorry. Yeah, the next 20 teams made it to the semis, and the top 2 teams from each semis made it to the finals of the OSMECON MedQuiz. Can all the teams and people watching live can hear me properly? Can you give a quick heads up? Quick thumbs up that you can hear me properly. Can all the volunteers in this room mute or keep their speaker volumes at 0? Can all the teams, my internet connection is a little unstable. Yes, can all the teams, yeah. Dr. Deepu sir is here. Sir, before we start, can you tell a few words to all the participants who are taking part in this quiz?
Sure. Thank you, Quizmaster. And thank you, OSMECON team. Good to be here. Hope you guys can hear me well. And in a way, glad to join. I'm not sure otherwise I could have joined in person. Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a strange introduction and a brief to give for a quiz tournament. Ideally, we should just go ahead with quiz, but there is something which incidentally is interesting. I can just share that with you. Is basically what is quiz, right? And how we also at Marrow, obviously we kind of know and connect through Marrow for most cases. So how we look at quiz in Marrow. So we usually call when we have the team which is creating the content. We ask that you should imagine that Amitabh Bachchan has hired you for Kaun Banega Crorepati. So when you're creating an MCQ, the MCQ has to be so entertaining, and it has to feel like you are sitting in that chair answering that question. So we usually say that a question can have 3 emotions. One is happiness, second is sadness, and third is surprise. So whenever we do a quiz, which is mostly in an MCQ format in our case, we usually look for all these 3. So for example, we say that, say if you ask who is the president of Nigeria, maybe you don't know the answer, but you don't feel sad, right? You feel sad when you miss something which you really know. You feel happy when you really go through the edges and figure out something which would not have been there using your logic or connecting some dots. You feel surprised when you find or learn something new. So this quizzing is something which from the Daily Rounds product itself kind of inspired us, and we take it as a fun thing. Internally, we call it the entertainment. So we kind of do a lot of games and trials within our mid team when we create the quiz. So quiz in itself is, although I've never been one of the person who would actually participate in a quiz, I would always look at and enjoy. And now, luckily we were able to put together this concept of quiz in a form, and now it's good to be here with you guys. So I understand that you guys are the top team. So when I understand that also means something. So by design, congratulations to all of you guys. And by design, I hope this kind of takes you to the next level and the right winner. And ultimately, when we do design the quiz, and for even this quiz, most of our decision flow goes into 2 ways. One is knowledge seeking, and second is what we call as an internal quizzing. So when you have a patient in front of you, you're basically doing a quiz to yourself, right? So you have these variables, and what happens next, and what happens next, and what happens next. So that's basically ultimately the seeking is, of course, finding out what the information is, learning it, and quizzing is the putting into action part of it. So I also hope that all this knowledge and information which you actually gather through the quiz will enable you to become a better physician or a clinician or a surgeon or whoever you want to be, and focus on the story and focus on the storytelling part of it as well, because that's also going to be very important in a quiz. So that's why we usually say the Amitabh Bachchan example. So you can of course create a great quiz, but you need that Amitabh Bachchan element to really bring out the drama as well. So I hope the quiz master and the team will also bring that as well. So all the best, and may the best team win. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words. So all the best to all the teams in the finals of the OSMECON MedQuiz. Let us move on. Yes, before we start, let us see what are the amazing prizes that we have here for the winners. The second runners-up go back home with a cash prize of rupees 3,000. Both the teammates get a 1-month Marrow Plan C, which is a complete plan given by Marrow with all the videos, question bank, test series, and so on. They also get vouchers from JB, special goodies from OSMECON, and certificates. The runners-up get a cash prize of rupees 5,000, a 3 months Marrow Plan C, a JP book vouchers, special goodies, trophies, and certificates. And the winners go back home with a cash prize of rupees 7,000, a 6 months Marrow Plan C, JP book vouchers, special goodies, trophies, certificates, and obviously the title of the OSMECON MedQuiz champion. And we also have prizes for all the finalists. All the finalists in the finals today get a cash prize of rupees 1,000. They also get JP book vouchers, goodies from OSMECON, as well as certificates. We also have the best prize. We also have special prizes for the best team name, the best all-girls team, and the best junior team. And they win for themselves JP vouchers and special goodies. The online quiz winners, which happened on our Instagram page, the people have won a free workshop as well as free registration for OSMECON. The total prizes are worth around 1.5 lakhs. And before you go on, let me announce the best team name. The best team name goes to team Quarantine from Osmania Medical College, Priyanshu Agarwal and Arman Sania Khan. The volunteers the OSMECON team will get to you and give you your prizes. A very good name that you have come up with, Quarantine. And the best all-girls team goes to the team Duo Matter, Shweta Rani and Y Sahitya from Gandhi Medical College. They were in the semi-finals and just missed out into the finals. And the best junior team were Caffeine Creatures from second-year students, Bhautik Soni and Anirvan Das from Namo Medical College, Silvassa. So details the volunteers will get to you and give you your prizes. So congratulations to all these teams. Let us now start with the finalists. Let me first start with the team order is not right, but I'll start in this order. The first team is team Clueless, Adarsh Kumar Mohapatra from AIMS Bhubaneswar. Can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hello, I'm Adarsh. I'm an intern at AIMS Bhubaneswar.
And can you tell us about your experience at OSMECON?
I've been to OSMECON, the offline editions, twice.
Can you speak a little louder?
Yeah, I've been to OSMECON twice in the past. I won once and finished fourth the other time.
And you were, if I remember correctly, you were just a first-year student when you won the quiz, right?
Yes.
So we have a former champion of the OSMECON MedQuiz taking part in today's final. Good luck to you, others, and let's meet the other team. The next team is team Pimento's Algorithm, Siddharth B. Rao and R. Shiva Krishna from Gandhi Medical College, Secunderabad.
I'm Siddharth B. Rao, an intern from Gandhi Medical College.
I'm R. Shiva Krishna, intern from Gandhi Medical College.
And both of you are also former champions of OSMECON MedQuiz. Last year we had it online, but before that, the previous offline quiz, this team was the champion. So we have the defending champion with us in the quiz today. Good luck to you. Let's see who makes it to the podium this time. The next team with us is team Medico Mad Lads, Karthikeyan AG and Surya S from Madras Medical College.
Hi, I'm Karthikeyan from Madras Medical College. I'm a second-year medical student.
And I am Surya from Madras Medical College, and I'm also a second-year student.
Wonderful to have you both here. Best of luck for the finals. Let's move on to the next team. Team Cause Idiopathic, Please Correlate Quizzically, Apurva Vedula and Syed Mohammed from Osmania Medical College, Hyderabad.
Hi, I'm Apurva. I'm a third-year student from Osmania Medical College. Hi, I'm Syed Mohammed, and I'm second-year student from Osmania Medical College.
And I think this is the only team in the final from Osmania Medical College. So all the Osmanians will be rooting for this team. Best of luck to you. We'll move on to the next team. Team Natural Killers, Adarsh Jha and Bhupen Thakur from University College of Medical Sciences, all the way from Delhi.
Hello, I am Adarsh Jha. I am from University College of Medical Sciences, Delhi. I am final year student.
Yeah. And your
I
name?
am Bhupin Thakkar from UCMS final year.
Wonderful to have you both here. All the best for the finals.
Thank you.
The next team, Team Multiple Sclerosis, Dhanya Gorti and Rohan Kolasana. From
Hi, I'm Dhanya.
Medical Sciences Research Center, Hyderabad.
Hi, I'm Dhanya. I'm a final year student from Kamini.
Hi, this is Rohan. I'm a final year student from Kamini, Hyderabad.
Yeah, wonderful to have you both here. Let's move on to the next team, which is Team Power Rangers, Shashi Kiran and Sai Prakash Reddy from Kaminini again, but
I am Shashi Kiran. I'm a third year student from Kamini in Arcade Parle.
Hi, I am Sai Prakash. I'm third year student from.
Yes, wonderful to have you all here. And the final team of the quiz, team the Quizzers, Elixir, Anirban Deb and Bikash Sahu from Jipmer, Pondicherry.
Hi, this is Anirban Deb. I'm an intern in JIPMA, and this is Bikash Sahu, third year from JIPMA.
Yeah, wonderful to have you here from Jipmer. Good luck for the finals. Let us see how the finals goes. We have around 4 rounds in the finals. The first round is called MCQs. It's not what you think it is. The next round is heterogeneous with 8 questions each. The next round is dark round of medicine, the penultimate round with 3 questions. And the final round is called adrenaline rush, which will be the last 7 questions of the quiz. Let's start with the first round of this quiz. We call it the multi-clues questions. We have 8 questions for each team. And for the direct team, plus 15 or 0 for getting it right on the first clue on the mic. On the second clue, it's a plus 10 or 0. For the other teams, people who know the answer on the first clue, only on the first clue, can press the buzzer and send me the answer via the Zoom chat personally to the quiz master that we see there. 1 second. I hope the team didn't see the question. Yes. So yes, these are round of the first round. There's no passing. The buzzer is unlocked. Can all the teams press the buzzer once? Yes, we have had team 6, which is Clueless Others, team 3, team 4, team 5, team 2, team 1, team 8, team 7, team 5 again. So all teams have pressed the buzzer. The buzzers are clear and working. And it's on. Let us start with the first question of the quiz. The question is on for everyone on the buzzer, but only the direct team can get to answer on the direct. Other teams who buzz it, I close the buzzer in 5 seconds, and when I close the buzzer, immediately type the answer in the chat box and send it to the quiz master. All right. This is the direct question to team number 1. The buzzer is reset, and question number 1. It comes from the Latin word for guest. Its meaning has changed considerably over the centuries. At various intervals in the past, it meant a place for sheltering travelers, a charitable institution for the needy, a place of lodging, or a university hall. The current meaning of this word is different, however. What is the good word? Comes from the Latin word for guest. It initially meant a place for sheltering travelers, a charitable institution for the needy, a place of lodging, and a university or a university hall. The current meaning is, however, different. A very good question for to begin the quiz with. I close the buzzer in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The buzzer is logged. None of the teams press the buzzer, so the question is direct to team 1, which is Medico Mad Lads. Medico Mad Lads. Do you want to give me your answer, or do you want a clue for this question?
We need a clue for this.
All right. So let me go ahead and give you a clue. Think of a word for think of the word for taking good care of guests. This word derives from the same root.
It's a hospital.
Yeah, can we have your answer, please? Can you repeat your answer? Team Medico Mad Lads.
Hospital.
Hospital.
That is the right answer. The answer is hospital. Hospital initially meant a place where people can, shelter travelers, and the same guest, the same root word for hospitality and hospital is the same root. So hospital get you perfect plus 15, plus 10, plus 10 to team number 1, Medico Mad Lads. Scorers keep note, plus 10 to team Medico Mad Lads. This is a famous Osmania General Hospital, the wards and the heritage building that you see there. Plus 10 to team Medico Mad Lads. The buzzer is logged, and now the buzzer is reset. And now we move on to the next question. This is direct to team 2, multiple sclerosis. Here is your question. This German gives his name to several eponymous structures. The presacral fascia posterior to the rectum, sweat glands in the eyelids, a peritoneal fossa behind the duodenal fold, and more. He also coined the terms neuron and chromosome. Give me the name of this German. I've had buzz from one team, team 3, please correlate quizzically, and team 7. I'll close the buzzers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The buzzer is logged. I have 2 teams. Can we have your answer, please? I have answered from team 3 and team 7. The question is directed to team 2, multiple sclerosis. Do you want to answer or do you want a clue for this question?
We want a clue for this question.
All right. This is the letters, and third-year medical students will be more familiar with the ring named after him. Third-year medical students.
Voltaire.
And you have a Voltaire's fascia, Voltaire's glands in the eyelids, the Voltaire's fossa behind the duodenal fold, and the Voltaire's ring. Perfect points. 10 points to team 2, multiple sclerosis. This is Voltaire, who has all these things named after him. Plus 10 to team 2, multiple sclerosis. And on the buzz, team 3, Apurva and Mohammed from Please Clinically get a minus 10 for getting it wrong. And team 7, Quizzers Elixir, get it right. So plus 15 to team 7 and a minus 10 to team 3. They went for Meibomian, which is not the right answer. So are the scorers clear? Plus 15 to team 7, minus 10 to team 3, and a plus 10 to team 2. Perfect. We'll move on to question number 3. The buzzer is reset and cleared. And the next question is directed to team 3. Please, quizzically, this is your chance to get back to the positive side. What term, can everyone switch off mute their devices here, please? What term is given to this questionable practice in medical research? When someone unduly influences the data collection process or statistical analysis performed in order to produce a statistically significant result. So what term is given to this practice where people unduly influence the data collection process or the analysis performed in order to produce a statistically significant result? What term is this? It's a portmanteau term that you can see here. It's a single letter followed by a word. Everyone, please mute your devices here. Yes, nobody has buzzed. We lock the buzzer. Direct to team 3. Team 3, do you want to give your answer?
Can we get a clue?
You want a clue for this?
Yes.
All right. This is a portmanteau term which includes one significant letter from biostatistics and a term from a world of from the world of cybersecurity. What term is this? A letter from biostatistics and a term from the world of cybersecurity. A significant letter from biostatistics. Can we have your answer, please, team 3? Correlate quizzically. Kindly correlate my clues and get the answer. A significant letter from the world of biostatistics and a term from cybersecurity. Do you have a guess, team 3?
Yeah, say something with it.
Yeah, go for it. There's no negative for you.
We'll say gamma hacking, like the.
You will say?
Delta. Wait, delta hacking. Sigma hacking.
Sigma hacking.
Yeah.
You are very close. That is not the right answer. I think some of the teams have cracked it. Can we have some of the other teams to answer out of 2 no points? Can anyone give me the answer? Any other team, please? Yes.
Hello. Is it Kai hacking?
Not Kai hacking.
P hacking. P hacking.
That is right. Others would have gotten points if you would have buzzed. This is P hacking. So what people do is they alter their analysis to get a significant result, to get a significant P value. So it's called P hacking. No points to anyone for this question. No points to anyone for this question. Everyone gets a 0. We'll move on to question number 4, which is direct to team Pimento's algorithm. Buzzer is reset. Yes. Listen to what I am saying. Polymers are linear, repetitive chains of molecules in 1 dimension. In 3 dimensions, it's called a framework. Zeolite 13X is a synthetic framework that is highly porous. It has 1 mm beads, a surface area of about 500 square meters per gram. It is made of silica and alumina and small nanometer sized pores. Now 1 millimeter beads of this zeolite 13X are packed into 2 cylindrical columns. Interaction between the negatively charged zeolite and the asymmetric nucleus of nitrogen causes it to be preferentially absorbed on the surface of the zeolite. This is the mechanism behind what? So what is happening here is these beads made of zeolite are preferentially absorbing nitrogen, and it's the main reason how this works. This is the mechanism behind what? You have the number of letters in front of you. Nobody is buzzing for this question again. I've locked the buzzer and go direct to team Pimento's algorithm. So do you have an answer for plus 15 or do you want a clue for this question? Team 4, please.
We want a clue.
You want a clue. All right. I'm describing the mechanism of how a medical device works. This is something everyone would have heard of in the past 2 years, past year and a half. Now think about it. If nitrogen is preferentially absorbed from there, then what is left? If nitrogen is preferentially absorbed from air, what is left? Can we have silence in this room?
Oxygen concentrators.
So you're telling me this is how an oxygen concentrator works?
Yeah.
Perfect. Plus 10 to team 4. This is the mechanism behind oxygen concentrators. The zeolite preferentially absorbs the nitrogen and gives out only oxygen, and people can use this as a bedside device in their houses and so on. Plus 10 to team 4. Pimento's algorithm for getting it right. I'll unlock the buzzer now. Are the scorers okay? Perfect. Move on to question number 5. The buzzer is reset to team number 5. Natural killers. The scientific name given to this represents its composition. The first letter stands for the central repeat region of the circumsporozoid protein, CSP. The second letter stands for the T cell epitopes of CSP. And the third letter for hepatitis B, surface antigen. The protein thus formed was then mixed with additional SBHAG to improve purification, hence the extra letter. What is it that I am describing here? One team has buzzed, team 4 has buzzed, and they have sent me the answer. This is scientific name given to what? The first letter is this, the second letter stands for that, the third letter stands for that, and there's an extra letter as well. Team 3 has also buzzed, and I close the buzzer, lock the buzzer now. Team 3, can we have your answer, please? Team 3, can we have your answer, please? Team 3, did you type your answer? You had typed your answer. So all right. So question is direct to team number 5. Team 4 has seen their answer. Team 5, can we have the answer, please? Team 5, natural killers.
Hint.
Do you want a clue or do you want to tell me the answer, please?
We would like to take hint.
You want a hint? All right, all right.
SS.
And the clue is this is a vaccine that I'm talking about. A vaccine that very recently got approval from the WHO. Which vaccine is this?
SPSB.
Can you repeat the answer?
SPSB.
And what it is a vaccine for what?
For hepatitis B. No, this is for malaria.
And what was your answer?
SPSB, Mosquirix vaccine.
Can you tell the letters, please?
SPSB.
That is not the right answer. The right answer is, can we have team 4, team 3? Tell the answer in the mic.
RTSS.
And the vaccine for?
Malaria.
Perfect answer. This is the RTSS vaccine for malaria. All the brand name is Mosquirix. So we get a +15 to team 4, Pimentel's algorithm, and +15 to team 3, correlate quizzically. And no points to team 5, natural killers. Hard luck there. We'll reset the buzzers and clear them. And we'll move on to question number 6. The buzzer is reset. This is direct to team 6, team clueless, single person clueless. Let's see whether you'll need clues for this or not. Question number 6. Which is the most numerous muscle in the human body? By numerous, I mean the number of this muscle. Like we have 2 biceps brachii in our body. All right. We have 2 gluteus maximus in our body. So which is the most numerous muscle in the human body? Team 4 has buzzed. I want your answer, please, on the text. Most numerous muscle in the human body. I lock the buzzer in 3, 2, and 1. I have got 1 buzz and lock the buzzer. The question is direct to team 4, team 6, clueless. Others, can I have your answer, please? Do you want a clue for this?
Yeah, I'll take a clue
I thought you were clueless. Now you will be clue more.
about the answer. Yeah.
The contraction of this muscle is involuntary. Stresses such as cold and fear may stimulate the sympathetic system and thus cause this muscle to contract.
Erector pili.
Am I talking about? Can we repeat your answer?
Erector pili.
Perfect answer. This is erector pili, the muscle which contracts the hair in our body. This is the most numerous muscle in the human body. Full points to team 4 on getting it right on the buzzer. Pimentel's algorithm, +15, and +10 to team 6, clueless. Well worked out. This is how you see the function of erector pili muscle. And we'll reset the buzzer, unlock them, reset them, and move on to question number 7 to team 7. Quizzer's elixir. One second. I've had buzz from 5 teams and unlocked the buzzer. Team 6, Team 4, Team 3, Team 5, and Team 2 has pressed the buzzer and send me their answers. 5, 8, 2, 1, and 4.
Yes, yes, sir.
Team 8 did not press the buzzer, but have sent me the answer. I'll not take your answer.
Has team 1 bounced? Did you receive the bounce from team 1?
Team 1 not pounced. I locked the buzzer. Team 1 and not pounced. The team who has pounced are Team 6, Team 4, Team 3, Team 5, and Team 2. All right. Others, you have missed the chance. This is direct to Team 7, Team Quizzer's elixir. Connect the following with one word. Do you want to give me the answer or do you want a clue?
We'll give the answer. It's Doppler.
Can you explain the answer to me?
This is Henry Doppler, and this is the Doppler effect, which is showing when an object is moving, there's a change in the frequency of the sounds. And similarly, this is, I think, some uterine artery Doppler is being shown. So the change.
Correct answer, plus 15 to team Kuja's elixir. This is the answer I was looking for, was Doppler. That is actually not the Doppler of the uterine artery. The Doppler of an aneurysm in the hepatic artery, which was performed by yours truly. That is Doppler, after whom Doppler effect is named, and that is the description of the Doppler effect. Plus 15 to team 7 Kuja's elixir.
Excuse me, sir.
And the team to buzzed are team 6, who got it right on the buzzer. The team 6 is team clueless, plus 15. Team 4, pyramidal algorithm, plus 15. Team 3, Apurva and Mohammed, team quizzically get a plus 15. Team 5, natural killers, also get a plus 15. And team 2, multiple sclerosis, also get a plus 15. All right.
Sir, we are team 1, and I think I also pounced it to you the same moment I buzzed. It showed I buzzed here, but it's not.
It hasn't shown in my phone. I have the.
But we messaged you.
But we have messaged you the once we buzzed it.
Yeah, but
you could check the timing.
First see your name in the buzzer, and then I see your answer in the text. You must have buzzed after it was logged. It is not buzzed. Your name is not showing up in my list of teams who have buzzed, so I cannot give you a point for this. Hard luck. Yeah, still have the rest of the quiz to bounce back and score more points. So are the scorers clear? Team 6, Team 4, Team 3, Team 5, Team 2, and Team 7 plus 15 points. Perfect. We'll move on to question number 8. Before that, unlock the buzzers and reset the buzzers. This is question to team number 8. This is the last question of this round. Let's see the question. An English dentist, Charles Blank, is known for his advances in denture making. During the World War I, a Dutch plastic surgeon used his invention for facial reconstruction of wounded soldiers. He used the surname of Charles to refer to the insert he used to hold open various body parts. We are familiar with the term in a similar sense today. What term is this? Or just give me his surname. One team has pressed the buzzer, team 1.
We haven't pressed the buzzer yet.
All right. I clear the buzzer.
It's the previous one.
Yeah, I clear the buzzer. Yes. Team 4 has pressed the buzzer. So I'm looking for a term or the surname of this English dentist. Someone named an insert he used after him. Insert was basically used to hold open various body parts. I lock the buzzer. Only one team has pressed the buzzer, team Pymenter's algorithm. And the question is direct to team 8, Power Rangers. Power Rangers, can you unmute yourself and give me the answer? Or do you want a clue for this?
Clue, sir. You want a... Hello?
Yes, you want a clue. All right. Question, the clue for you is, we often hear the term in cardiology today. Now think of the description given in the question, supportive structures to hold open body parts. To hold open body parts. Often hear it in the world of cardiology.
Sir, it is stent, sir.
It is stent. You're sure of the answer, and you're right. This is stent. Stent is actually named after a person, the English dentist. Plus 10 points to team number 8, Power Rangers. And on the pounce, team 4 gets a minus 10. This is the word stent, which was actually named after a person for the dentist in the 19th century. So this is the end of first round. We'll immediately move on to the next round and have the scores at the end of round 2. We'll clear the buzzers, unlock the buzzers. We'll see the scores left after the second round. Round 2 is called heterogeneous. We have 8 questions, one for each team. The direct team will get it 15 points if they get it right, and a 0 if you get it wrong. Teams who press the buzzer. Buzzer is to choose the order of passing. So I'll call out the team names, and then they get a chance to answer on the pass. On the pass, if they have buzzed, they get a plus 15 and a minus 10. And they have if they ask them on the pass without pressing the buzzer, it's a plus 15. However, the rules are clear. The teams have already been practiced. We'll move on to the first question for team number 1, Medico Mad Lads. The buzzer is clear. Question number 1. Before the question, this is a 2-part question. So if you're pressing the buzzer, you have to get both parts right. All right? And on the pass, there are no negatives. So if you don't want to take that chance, just don't press the buzzer. I'll come to you on the pass. Question number 1. Researchers. Also, this is a very special question. It makes the OSMECON research team international in a way. Researchers working on a particular receptor, a mechanosensitive ion channel, discovered its agonist and wanted to name it OB1. But since there was another molecule called OB1, they changed the name of the receptor, the agonist, to Yoda1. Catching on to the trend, another agonist was discovered and they named it Jedi2. The Star Wars references are because the channels are force sensors. The receptor itself was named after the Greek word for pressure. Now tell me, which receptor is this and why would you have heard about this? On the left, you see Jedi1 and its structure, and you see Yoda1 and its structure. Team 1 has pressed the buzzer, but we'll come to you only after Team 1 gets it wrong. So what I'm looking for is, what is the name of this receptor? The agonist of which are OB1, are Yoda1 and Jedi2. And why would you have heard about this receptor? Where would you have heard about this? Question to team number 1, Medico Mad Lads. Can we have your answer, please? I'm looking for the name of the receptor, which is named after the Greek word for pressure. The receptor itself is a mechanosensitive ion channel. What am I talking about? What receptor is this? And why would you have heard about this? 2 parts, you have to get both right. Team number 1, can we have your answer, please? Medico Mad Lads, unmute yourself.
Is it Pacinian?
Pacinian, the name of the receptor. And why would you have heard about this?
Maybe recently a new receptor was found. Like Pacinian came in the news because of the recent Nobel Prize.
All right. So that is your answer. I'll have to pass you and move on to the next team who pressed the buzzer. Is team 3, Apurva and Mohammed. Can we have your answer, please? Which receptor is this and why would you have heard about this?
Okay, so the receptor is called piezoreceptor. Piezo.
Okay, you're telling me the Greek word for pressure, piezo.
Yeah, piezo.
Okay.
Piezo. And recently the Nobel Prize 2021 was given for the discovery of receptors TRP and piezo1 and piezo2 receptors.
Perfect answer. Plus 10, plus 15 to team 4, team 3. This is the piezo receptor and the Nobel Prize of Medicine 2020. I'll give 5 points to team 1 for getting the Nobel Prize part right, 5 points to team 1 and 15 points for team 3. Please correlate quizzically. And this was a personal question because this funda was basically found out by the veteran quizmaster Mustafa Hashmi, who personally emailed the Nobel Prize team, and this is what reply. This was what the reply he got. This person, Bertrand, the member of the Nobel, the part of the research team, was actually the person who gave the name piezo for the Greek word for pressure for this receptor. And the reason why the agonists were called Jedi1 and OB1 and Yoda1 was because of it being force receptors. He also got an email reply from Adrian Dubin, who was the name who gave the name of Yoda1, and they were actually in the research team of Ardem Patapotian, who was the Nobel Prize winner. So this is a personal question in a way. Plus 15 to team 4 and team 3. Team 3 correlate quizzically and 5 points to team 1, Medico Mad Lads, for somehow getting the Nobel Prize part right. We'll move on. First, unlock the buzzers, clear the buzzers, and move on to question number 2, to team number 2, multiple sclerosis. Question 2. The buzzer is reset. Again, this is a 2-part question. Read carefully and buzz only if you're sure. This was first described by a British scientist in the 1960s when he was testing a new electron microscope by adding negative stain to dry phospholipids. X could release its content contents upon lysis with detergents. So his colleague named them after a cell organelle which had similar properties. The major types of X are SUV, LUV, and MLV. They increase the stability, reduce toxicity, and ensure targeted action of the encapsulated substance. While they have multiple uses, they came into prominence during the second COVID wave. What are X and how were they critical in critical focus during the second COVID wave? Team 6, Team 4, and 8 have pressed the buzzer. Team 2, this is your direct. Tell me what are X and why were they critical in the second COVID wave? They actually get their name because of the cell organelle which has similar properties. They release its content upon lysis, and that's how their property is being used. So what am I talking about? Team 2, multiple sclerosis. Can we have your answer, please? Multiple sclerosis. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
What are these substances which release its content upon lysis, and they basically increase the stability, reduce toxicity, and ensure targeted action? And how are they critical in the second COVID wave? We have an answer, Team 2, multiple sclerosis.
Lysosomes.
Can you get the answer, please?
Lysozyme. Lysosome.
Can you speak clearly?
Lysosome.
Lysosomes. And how were they in the critical focus during the second COVID wave? You have no idea about that.
No.
So I'll pass on the question to Team 6 first. Team 6, others. This is your chance.
Yeah, this is liposomal amphotericin B and focus because of mucor cases on the rise during the second wave.
Perfect answer. This is the description of liposomes and how they are being used in delivering drugs. And liposomal amphotericin B was the drug of choice for treatment of mucormycosis. So plus 15 to Team 6 clueless for getting it right, and no points to Team 2. So only one team gets a perfect answer. Liposomes and life-saving drug for black fungus or mucormycosis. We'll move on to question number 3. The buzzer is reset and unlocked. This question is to question number 3. Team 3, which is the correlate quizzically. Yeah, MRT is a cutting-edge form of therapy which can be done by one of 3 methods: maternal spindle transfer, pronuclear transfer, and polar body transfer. It is used to treat diseases like Leber's optic neuropathy, MERRF syndrome, Mela syndrome, NARP, and so on. What is MRT and why is it controversial in a way? This is actually banned in countries like US, but it is actually promoted in UK. So what does MRT stand for? It is done in multiple methods, multiple steps called maternal spindle transfer, pronuclear transfer, and polar body transfer. What does it stand for and why is it controversial? Team 3, this is your direct. I lock the buzzer now. The question will pass clockwise as no team has pressed the buzzer. Team 3, can we have your answer, please? Team 3.
Mitochondrial recombination therapy.
Mitochondrial recombination therapy.
Mitochondrial
controversial
because it's a form of gene editing and it plays on epigenetics.
It is a form of gene editing and
it would come under gene editing and it would be considered epigenetics. So, eugenics.
Eugenics and epigenetics and it stood for mitochondrial
replacement therapy.
Mitochondrial
replacement therapy.
And what is the controversial?
Eugenics.
I will give you full point for this. This is mitochondrial replacement therapy, and the exact controversy is because of it being 3 parent babies and babies with gene editing and all that, and Also, there's also a controversy regarding eugenics as well. So I'm giving you a point for this. This is mitochondrial replacement therapy, in which parents, mothers who have mitochondrial disorders, they end up transferring this to every baby that they have. So what they do is they do a pronuclear transfer and maternal spinal transfer, and they have 3 parent babies. They take the nucleus from one mother, they take the rest of the cell from the other mother, and the sperm from the father. So this is how 3 parent babies are formed, and this is called mitochondrial replacement therapy to help mothers with mitochondrial disorders to have babies. Plus 15 to team 3, get it right. We'll unlock the buzzers and reset it and move on to question number 4. To team 4, Pimentos algorithm. While kidney, heart and lung transplants were done in the 1950s, 60s itself, it took a much longer while for intestinal transplants to be attempted. In fact, the intestine was believed to be non-transplantable. It was only in the late 1980s and 90s that this procedure could be done successfully. Why or what made intestinal transplants harder to succeed? A very simple reason. Now it can be done because of some reasons, and previously it was thought to be non-transplantable, and it was very difficult to transplant the human intestine. So what made intestinal transplants very hard to succeed? Direct to team 4. None of the teams has pressed the buzzer. Team 8 has pressed the buzzer. Direct to team 4. Team 4, do you have an answer for this?
I think it is because of the enteric nervous system.
So because the enteric nervous system, it was difficult to attach it and re-anastomose it with the body, and that made intestinal transplants harder to succeed.
Yeah.
That is not the right answer. I'll move on to question. I'll pass the question to team 8. Let me have team 8 have a look at this. Team 8 is Power Rangers.
Yes, sir. I think it is because of the gut flora causing the reaction in the recipient body and causing the side adverse effects.
So because of the presence of
So,
gut. Yeah.
Yes, the gut flora, the antibiotics were not well. I mean, the antibiotics were not well known in 1950s and 60s, and in late in 1980s or 90s, antibiotics developed, and it was easy to transplant even the antibiotics. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. No.
Hello.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes,
now?
sir. Yes.
Yeah, team 5, can we have your answer,
Yes,
please?
sir.
Team 5, should we say?
Yeah, please go ahead. Natural killers.
Because of the local immune system, the lymphatics are present in the intestine.
Perfect answer. This is because of the intense lymph nodes and lymphatic system that we have in the gut flora, the Peyer's patches, and the intense intense amount of lymphoid tissue. It was very difficult to transplant intestines, and only after the discovery of tacrolimus was intestinal transplants started becoming a reality. So plus 15 to team 5 natural killers, and a minus 10 to team 8 Shashi and Prakash Power Rangers. The buzzer reset, and move on to question number 5 to team 5 natural killers. Question number 5. Interesting question. Read it carefully. The NIA, National Investigation Agency, had summoned a senior cardiologist for questioning in a terror funding case for his connection with a separatist leader who was his patient. This was what he had to say about the drama. In one of the messages, he might have sent me a report in which he wrote blank, but that unfortunately was misread as Indian national rupee 2.78 million or whatever. So when they asked me, I just laughed and I said, this is not Indian national rupee, it is this, a normal finding. And that was basically the end of it. What was all the confusion about? Team 5, natural killers, direct question. We have had some buzzers. Team 5, you're direct. Please, can we have your answer, please?
INR, International, INR. It was INR, which was misrepresented as Indian National Rupees.
What is INR?
Bol dena direct.
Bol dena, please.
INR was International Normalized Ratio, which
Perfect
was...
answer. The NIA initially thought that he was referring to the Indian national rupee, but it was just his normal report of the TTINR report, which he had sent for the doctor to check his reports. Full 15 points to team 5, natural killers. He was referring to PTINR. 15 points to team 5, natural killers. So this is how this is how NIA even investigates your text. So we have to be very careful about your text. And the doctor simply had to go and give an explanation for this. We'll move on to question number 6. The buzzer is unlocked and clear. And this is direct to team number 6. Clueless. This is an image question. These are devices which measure the body fat percentage. How do they do it? Or how do these monitors calculate the body fat percentage? What is the mechanism behind it? Team 8 has pressed the buzzer. Team 6, your direct question. How do these monitors or these devices measure the body fat percentage? I'm looking for a couple of keywords, and that should get you full 15 points. Yeah, team 6, can we have your answer, please?
Say they use some form of vibration sensor. Yeah. Some sort of vibration sensors which estimate the amount of body fat you have.
So basically, when you hold it and when you stand on it, it vibrates, and that vibration actually senses the amount of fat in your body in a particular way.
That's my guess.
That's not right. We'll move on to the next team who buzzed. Team 8, Power Rangers. Power Rangers, can we have your answer?
Sir,
Power Rangers, can we have your answer?
yes, sir. It will measure the impedance. I guess it. Bioelectrical impedance.
It will measure the
impedance, sir.
What exactly is impedance?
The bioelectrical impedances, sir.
Perfect answer. This is how they measure it. So what they do is these send a small current in the body, and the current travels through the body, and the impedance values of fat and muscle is different. So using this impedance, these monitors calculate the body fat percentage using bioelectrical impedance. Full 15 points to team 8, Power Rangers, and no points to team 6. We'll move on. So basically, body fat causes greater resistance, which is more impedance than muscle or blood, and slows the rate at which current travels. And what basically you're holding there are the electrodes, which send a small current into the body. Unlock the buzzer, clear the buzzers. Question to team 7. Buzzer reset. Team 7, this is a 2-part question, and you have to get both parts right. Do you know how new words get added to the dictionary? Let me tell you. So the basic idea is that the word, to be worthy of being added to the dictionary, any new word must be widely used in a variety of text by a wide variety of people over an extensive period of time. And then the word and its meaning and added to the dictionary. According to the Merriam-Webster, this word took just 30 odd days from not existing at all to becoming so common that it had to enter the dictionary, thus becoming the fastest word to do so. Which is this record-breaking word? The earlier record was of 2 years. The word appeared for the first time in 1982 and had to be added to the dictionary in the year 1984. Which word was this? So I want 2 words. One word which is added in just 30 odd days, and the other word which came in the year 1982 and was added in the year 1984. Which 2 words am I talking about? For a clue for the first part, this word was added just 1.5 or 2 years ago.
COVID-19.
And team 7 is your direct. Okay, you're saying the first word is COVID-19. What is the second word?
2 years. COVID-19.
What is the
HIV.
second word? No team.
AIDS. AIDS.
You're telling the second word is AIDS. AIDS also became so common that in 2 years they had to add it to the dictionary. That is right. Plus 15 to team 7 for cracking both the parts. Very good answer by team 7. Kujar's elixir. The answer is COVID-19 and AIDS. It took just 34 days for COVID-19 to be added to the dictionary and some 2 years for AIDS to be added. Plus 15 to team 7. Kujar's elixir. I'll unlock the buzzer and clear the buzzers, and we will move on to question number 8 to team 8. The last question of the second round to team Power Rangers. The army surgeon you see here is Maddock, and he is performing an emergency appendectomy on a prisoner who was jailed here in the 1920s. The circumstances were quite dramatic. The power went off due to raging thunderstorm. A flashlight was used, but that too flickered to death while the surgeon was wielding the scalpel. Finally, a hurricane lamp came to rescue. Who was this jailed prisoner getting operated for appendicitis at Sasson Hospital in Pune? Team 8, your direct question. Can we have your answer, please? Who is this jailed prisoner? I am locking the buzzer.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Team 8 Power Rangers. So you're telling me this is Mahatma Gandhi? They're operating on Mahatma Gandhi?
We think
You think the person who's lying on the table is Mahatma Gandhi, and Mahatma Gandhi was operated for an emergency appendectomy while he was held in prison. Full 15 points to team 8. This is none other than Mahatma Gandhi. And apparently in the middle of the surgery, the power went off. They had to use a flashlight, which also went off, and they had to end up using a hurricane lamp. And this all happened in a hospital in Pune. And that hospital actually has a painting depicting this incident. And that part of the hospital is now a museum, which is not open for general public. 15.4 for team 8 Power Rangers, and that is the end of this round. Can we give the total scores? We only have 10 questions left, which will be all on the buzzer. We'll get over very fast. After this, we'll take a small 5-minute break, give the scores, and then move on with the last 2 rounds. ఇంకొక ట్యాప్ ఇచ్చిన పర్లేదు. You need permission to do. Huh? I just stop sharing. And welcome back. Here are the scores. Can you press F5? We have team 1 Medico-Mad Lads on 15, team 2 multiple sclerosis on 25, team 3 correlate quizzically on 50, team 4 Pimento's algorithm on 45, team 5 natural killers on 45, team 6 clueless on 40, team 7 Cujar's elixir on 45, and team 8 Power Rangers on 30. It's a very close battle. We have leading the quiz just by 5 points is team correlate quizzically, followed by following them is team 4 Pimento's algorithm and Cujar's elixir at 45 points each. Even team natural killers on 45. So it's a very close competition. We'll move on to the next round of this quiz. And can you stop sharing? Can people see my screen? Yes. So we'll move on. These are the scores. And that was the scores. Leading the quiz was team correlate quizzically, followed by natural killers and other teams. Move on to round number 3 called the dark side of medicine, all from the world of radiology, which is my field. The buzzers are unlocked and clear. We get only 3 questions in this round. All on the. Can we have silence here, please? Yes. 3 questions, all on the buzzer. Plus 15 if you get it right. Minus 10 if you get it wrong. No passing at all. People who buzz will get a chance to answer, and I'll decide whether should I give a chance to multiple teams or not. All right. So if 2 teams press the buzzer, the first one get it wrong, I might think and allow the next team to answer the question. All right. Question. The buzzer is reset. Can we have all the teams press the buzzer once? Team 3, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, 7, 2, 4, 5, 8, and team 1. Yes, team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, team 5, team 6, team 7, and team 8. Perfect. Clear the buzzers. The buzzers are working. The first question of the dark side of medicine, from the world of radiology, from my field, it's an image question. Look at the image. In the beginning, it was very difficult for people. Listen to me carefully and look at what I want to ask. Yeah, in the beginning, it was very difficult for people to share CT and MRI images across devices. So to tackle this, an international standard was introduced. Like how you have .ppt for PowerPoint presentations, .doc for Word files. You have something called DICOM for CT and MRI images. These can be opened in any computer or phone which has a DICOM viewer installed. Just tell me, what does DICOM stand for? This is a question that all of you can think and answer. You don't need any specialized knowledge for this. What does DICOM stand for? Team 7 has pressed the buzzer. Team 7, Cujar's elixir. Can you unmute and give me your answer, please? Team 7, unmute yourself.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Digital imaging and communications in medicine.
Perfect answer. This is digital imaging and communications in medicine. That's what DICOM stands for. All the CT, MR, even ultrasound and X-ray images are stored in the DICOM format. It's as simple as digital imaging and communications in medicine. Plus 15 to team number 7, Quizards Elixir. We move on to question. Now, this is the World ICOM Society, which came up with the standard, and this is the logo. Question number 2. Again, an image question. Look at me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Carl Dusek in the 1940s was the first physician to perform this. This is how it was done in the beginning. The patient's head was partly submerged in water, and then the changes were recorded on a heat-sensitive paper. As you can imagine, this team 8 Power Rangers had pressed the buzzer. Give me your answer. I didn't complete my question. Give me your answer, please.
Yes, sir. We think it is EEG, sir, electroencephalogram.
You think this is how the first EEG was done?
Yes, sir.
And how is it related to the world of radiology? It's not. This is not a right answer. We'll give -10 to team 8. Team 4 has also pressed the buzzer. Team 4, can we have your answer, please? Team Mentos algorithm. Unmute yourself, team 4. Yes.
Yes, it is pet scan, because there are animals around, so pet scan maybe.
You see animals around?
Yeah, the shark and all.
That is just because there's water in it. That's not right. -10 to team 4. Not right. We have team 6 also press the buzzer. Please let me complete the question. Do not press the buzzer if not sure of the answer. Team 6 clueless. This is your chance.
I'll say brain mapping.
This is how brain mapping was done.
Yes.
And brain mapping using what? Brain mapping is your answer. I get you -10 to this. We also have another team pressing the buzzer. Team 1, Karthikeyan and Surya. You people are not letting me finish the question, so you don't even know what the question is. Team 1, your answer. You press the buzzer, so I want your answer now.
Is it for insomnia?
Team 1, yes.
Was it like the first treatment for insomnia?
First treatment for insomnia. That's not right. This is not a treatment for insomnia. How is it related to the world of radiology? No, not right. Let me complete the question for teams 2, 3, 5, 7. All right. Team.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. This is Team 7. A call was coming on my phone, and this went away. This buzzing live.
Yeah, please join back again. Please join back. You have the code with you, right? You have the code with you. 772960. Join again. You can join back again. Did you join the meeting? Team 7, can you press the buzzer? Team 7, Quizards Elixir, right? Yeah, can you join the team assigned? Join the team assigned. Please keep your phones on. Okay, now it's too late. This is Quizards Elixir, and your names are Anirban. Team 7. All right. Yes, I'll clear the buzzer. Let me complete the question for team 2. Team 2, 3, 5, and 7. All right. Let me complete the question. So this is in the beginning, the patient's head was partly submerged in water. The changes were recorded on a heat-sensitive paper. As you can imagine, this didn't catch up and was later abandoned. This was a primitive version of what? I had a clue for you. It has developed so much now that these can be performed using handheld devices. The current version uses the team 2 as well. Team 2 multiple sclerosis. Team 2.
Thermometer.
Thermometer.
Ultrasound.
Not right. That is not right. A -10 to team 2. And team 5 press the buzzer. Team 5 natural killers. Can you have the answer, please? Team 5, others, you press the buzzer.
USG.
Yes?
Ultrasonograph. USG.
This is the right answer. The answer I was looking for was ultrasound. This was how the world's primitive ultrasound was carried out. Now we use the piezoelectric effect and the pulse echo principle. And the right answer finally goes to team 5, plus 15 to team 5. A -15 to team 2, team 1, team 4, team 6, and team 8. Right? Are the teams okay with this? Can you move on to the next question?
Excuse me?
Yes.
it's minus 10, right? Not minus 15.
Minus 10, minus 10. Yeah, minus 10, yes. Plus 15 and minus 10. Are the scorers okay with this? Can I move on? Question number 3. The buzzer will be reset and it's unlocked. Again, an image question. This is how the ultrasound machine was first made. Now we use the transducers, which same transducer takes and receives the ultrasound, makes and receives the ultrasound, right? The pulse echo method that we call it. Move on to question number 3. Another image question. Simple one. These are the images in front of you. Was it a murder from a blow to the head or simply a fatal accident? Scientists wanted to know how he died. So they approached to yours truly, the radiologist. Team 4 has pressed the buzzer. Team 4. Can we have your answer, please? Team 4. Team 4.
Yeah. This is an Egyptian pharaoh, a mummy which was taken. So to conduct a virtual radiological autopsy for the mummy.
I want a better answer. Give me a better answer. I want a name.
Tutankhamun.
Perfect answer. This is King Tutankhamun CT scan, and this is how they found out how he died. Let me complete the question for the rest of the teams. So his body was taken up for a CT scan, and based on these results, the researchers now believe he died from a broken leg that became infected. So in this manner, a 3,000-year-old mystery was solved. Whose CT scan was this? The clue was the CT had to be performed very carefully as the body was brought from a museum. This is the CT scan of none other than King Tutankhamun, the Egyptian pharaoh. 15 wonderful points to Team 4, who wonderfully cracked this in the last, without me completing the question. And that is the end of round 3. Let us have the scores now. So from now on, we'll have live scoring. We'll have the scorer on the laptop giving scores immediately after every question. I'll clear the buzzers. Move on. Before we move on, let's have the scores, please. Give me like 5 seconds. We'll have the scores now. Can you have the scores, please? Before that, let me just go to the rules of the last round. We have 7 questions in the last round. It's all on the buzzer. Plus 15 for getting it right, minus 10 for getting it wrong. Same rules as the previous round. And the clue is the answers of the last round start with the letter in front of you. The first question starts with the answer. The first answer starts with the letter O. The second one with the letter S, and so on. Let us have the score after the first question. Okay. We'll have the score after the first question. Let's see. We'll have question number 1 of the buzzer round. You do live scoring. All right. Whenever I tell you, just add the score in your laptop. Are the scores ready? Can you share your screen? I should stop sharing for that. No? Share your screen. These are the scores for you. Team Medico Mad Lads is on 5. Multiple scores is on 15. Curate quizzically on 50. 5-minute algorithm 45. Natural killers on 60. Clueless on 30. Quillers elixirs on 60. And Power Rangers on 20.
Hello.
Yes, Team 4.
I think the scores are wrong. We lost minus 10 and we gained plus 15. So our score should be 50.
Can the scorers please check? Team 4 should be on plus 50. We got a minus 10 and a plus 15. Plus 5. So 45 plus 5 is 50. Please have proper scoring next time. You're right, you're on 50. Team 4 is on 50. Can we edit it right now? Yes, we have just 10 more minutes and the quiz to end the quiz. These are the scores. Leading the quiz is Team Quillers Elixir, followed by the other teams. So, did I lose the meeting? Yes, no. Yeah, stop sharing. Can people see my screen? Yes. Let us have the last round and final round for the adrenaline rush. You come here. I want to see it live. Perfect. Question number 1. It is an image question. Will the buzzers are reset? It's unlocked and clear. Yes. Question number 1. Starting with the letter O. Look at the countries which make up the golden triangle. Team 4, press the buzzer. Team 4, can we have the answer, please? Team 4.
These are the countries which export opium illegally. One crescent.
Correct answer. Plus 15 is Team
Opium.
4. Opium is the right answer. These are the countries which are the world's largest producers of opium, and India, being in the center of these two countries, is at a high risk of being a part of the opium trade. The answer we're looking for is the drug opium. These two regions are the largest producers of opium in the world. Plus 15 to Team 4. They're now on 65 and leading the quiz. We reset the buzzers and move on to question number 2. Starting with the letter S, an image question. Remember the letter S. Look at the arrow. Team 4 has pressed the buzzer. Team 4. Team 4, can we have your answer, please?
Yeah,
Okay, 5 seconds.
this is the newly discovered salivary organs, salivary glands known as tubarial glands, salivary glands.
Plus 15 to Team 4. This is the newly discovered salivary gland called the tubarial gland. Let me read the question for you. Scientists discovered a previously unknown bilateral structure in the nasopharynx using PET-CT. This was called the tubarial glands. These are types of which glands? The answer is salivary glands. Full 15 points to Team 4 for getting it right, and they are leading away with a score of 80. Following them is natural killers on 60 and quizzer elixirs on 60, and following them is Team 3 quizzically at 50 points. Question number 3. I will be showing you a book cover. You need to tell me what is blanked out. I want a 2-word answer. It refers to a class of drugs. Team 6, Adarsh.
Magic bullet.
Yes?
Magic bullet.
That is not the right answer. Minus 10 to Team 6. Team 7, Anirban.
Monoclonal antibodies.
Monoclonal
Antibodies.
That is the right answer. Plus 15 to Team 7 and a minus 10 to Team 6. Plus 15 to Team 7. This is the lock and key of medicine and the transformation of healthcare. Monoclonal antibodies is the right answer. Team 7 gets plus 15. Clear the buzzers. Question. The buzzer is reset. Question number 4. Starting with the letter A, no image, no visual. Listen to me carefully and give me the answer. This compound is carcinogenic. It is known to cause hepatocellular carcinoma. Team 5. Team 5. Yes?
Asbestos.
Can you repeat your answer, please? Perfect answer. Team 5 gets plus 15. This is aflatoxin. Let me complete the question for you. Its name is derived from the species Aspergillus flavus. Which toxin is this? Aflatoxin is right. Plus 15 to Team 5. Question number 5, starting with the letter N. Listen to me carefully. It's a long question. I am looking for a term. It was a medical student who named this medical condition in the 17th century. He observed this condition in Swiss soldiers who went away to fight battles. Team 6, clueless. Can we have the answer, please?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Can you complete the question for me?
Nost and Algos. Algos is pain. Nost is probably home or something. Return home.
That is right. Plus 15 to Team 6. This is nostalgia. So basically, the soldiers complained of anxiety, insomnia, fever, and eating disorders when they went to battle, thinking of their homes. Some people called it the Swiss illness, but it was a medical student, Johannes, who coined a new term. What term is this? I had a clue for you. Memories of early OSMECON might evoke this feeling in you. What term is this? Nostalgia is the perfect answer. Plus 15 to team 6. We have 2 more questions to go. Let us look at the scores. Share your screen. We have Team Medico Mad Lads on 5. Leading the quiz is Team 5 Mentor's Algorithm at 80 points. And on second place, we have a tie. Team 5 Natural Killers at 75. And Team 7 Quizers Elixirs on 75. You have the scores with me. And in third place is Team Correlate Quizzically at 50. 2 more questions to go. Team 3, 4, 5, and 7 all have a chance at winning this quiz. Let's move on for the last 2 questions. Can you see my screen now? Yes. Question number 6. The buzzer is reset and unlocked. This letter is I. I'm looking for a term which became prominent when the WHO used it last year. It was actually coined in the early 2000s by journalists in the Washington Post. Team 3 has pressed the buzzer. Team 3. Can we have your answer?
Infodemic.
Please? Yes?
Infodemic.
Perfect answer. Plus 15 to team 6. Team 3. The term is infodemic. Let me complete the question for you. He coined it in reference to SARS. When asked what it means, he replied, a few facts mixed with fear, speculation and rumor, amplified and relayed swiftly worldwide by modern technologies, which make the public health crisis harder to control and contain. Which portmanteau term is this? Infodemic is the perfect answer. Plus 15 to team 3. We now have 1 question to go. We have team 3 on 65, team 5 on 75, team 7 on 75, and team 4 on 80. I hope all the live online viewers are enjoying the quiz. Let us know your favorite questions in the comment section below. The last question of this quiz, starting with the letter R, with the letter A. The last question of the quiz. Normally, developing a new drug takes a lot of time, years and decades. Let me reset the buzzers. Yeah, the buzzer is reset. Nobody press the buzzer, right? Reset the buzzer. Normally, developing a drug takes a lot of time, years and decades, at least 5 years on average. However, a company called Exscientia, the name is not important, designed 2 drugs called EXS21546 and DSP1181 within just 8 to 12 months. These are the first 2 drugs to be developed using which cutting edge technology? Team 6, press the buzzer. Team 6. Can we have the answer, please?
I'll say, I'll say CRISPR-Cas9.
Yeah?
CRISPR-Cas9.
CRISPR-Cas9 doesn't start with the letter C.
Oh, sure.
Doesn't start with the letter A. So minus 10 to team 6. Team 3 has pressed the buzzer. Team 3, can we have your answer, please?
So we have to go for it. We'll say artificial intelligence.
You are thinking artificial intelligence was used to create a new drug?
Maybe.
That is right. This is artificial intelligence. And that gives them to 15 more points. And they are tied on first place with team 5 Mentor's Algorithm. We have 2 teams. Team 3 and team 4. Let's have a look at the scores, please. Can you share your screen? We have 2 teams, team 3 and team 4 on a score of 80. Team Correlate Quizzically and team 4 5 Mentor's Algorithm on 80. And on second place, again, we have tiebreaker for team 5 and team 7 on 75 points each. So I think before the final question, we need a couple of tiebreakers. So give me a second before I keep the tiebreakers ready for you.
Kind of listen video and deep down and deep down.
Yeah, so first we'll have a tiebreaker for the second position and then for the winning position. All right. The quiz is done. We just have a few more questions left for the tiebreakers.
Yeah, correlate physically guys are from third year.
Can teams mute themselves, please? Team 2, can you mute yourself?
Meeting with
So bad. Just give me 2 seconds. Yeah, before we go on, we have the OSMECON's original mentor, Dr. Pariplavi ma'am, with us in the meeting today. Ma'am, I think you have been watching the quiz. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. It's such a joy to see you again. And I was hoping to see Mustafa also. What a pleasure. Yeah. All those I couldn't attend because it's an online session now. I could just tune in. Yeah.
So what do you think of the quiz so far, ma'am?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been fun. I'm enjoying it as much as the participants are, without the effort that they have put in.
So we're waiting for tiebreaker questions. Once that's done, we'll end the quiz. Yes. So we'll have the first tiebreaker question for yes. The buzzer is reset. Yes. Move on. The first tiebreaker question for the second place. Yeah. Yeah. Let the scores be there. All right. Yeah. This is tiebreaker for team 5 and team 7. All right. Only team 5 and team 7 press the buzzer to get it right. All right. Are the teams ready? Team 5 and team 7. This
yeah, ready.
Yes.
This is the first tiebreaker question for you. Who gets it right comes into third place. All right, because the top 2 in the first tiebreaker. Here it goes. This word is used in multiple fields of medicine like anatomy, ENT, pulmonology, and dermatology. In anatomy, it could refer to the part of the skull that encloses the middle ear and the inner ear. In pulmonology, it refers to an air pocket in the lungs. In ENT, it could refer to the largest air cell in the ethmoid bone. Team 5, I'll press the buzzer. Team 5, can we have the answer, please?
Bulla.
Bulla is right. Team 5 comes in third place. Congratulations to team Natural Killers for getting it right. Let me complete the question. In dermatology, it refers to a large blister. What term is this? Bulla is right. 76 points. So coming in third place today is team Natural Killers, comprising of Adarsh Jha and Bhupin Thakur. Hearty congratulations to you. And now the tiebreaker for the first position. Team, release the buzzer and go to team 4 and team 3. Are the 2 teams ready for the tiebreaker question? It's team 2, correlate clinically, correlate quizzically, and team 4, Pymanter's algorithm, a defending champion and a new upcoming team from Osmania. Let's see. And the question is, what if any other team get it wrong, they automatically come second and the other team wins the quiz. All right? Yes. So listen to me carefully. An easy question just to test your reflexes. Here it goes. What is the most commonly transplanted human tissue? It was team 3 has pressed the buzzer. Team 3, can we have your answer? Team 3.
Cornea.
So you think cornea is the most commonly transplanted organ or tissue?
Skin, maybe. Oh, wait.
We already give you answer. The answer you gave is cornea. And luckily, team 4 wins the quiz. This is not cornea. Cornea is not right. Team 4, the defending champions, played safe and got it and win the quiz. They call themselves, give them 79. To be called the OSMECON MedQuiz champion. Team 4, Parmenter's algorithm. Let us hear the answer from you guys. Team 4, what would you have guessed for this? Most commonly transplanted human tissue.
Skin or hair?
Skin or hair? Hair transplant is very rare. It's very only the very high profile rich people do it.
Skin.
Can we have any of the volunteers answer here? Yes. Skin is, do people transplant skin? I mean, they do, but not much. Most common transplanted tissue, not an organ, tissue. The answer I was looking for is the human blood.
Hello? Hello?
The human blood. That is the most common transplanted tissue or cells. So that is the right answer. And this is the end of the quiz. The winners of the quiz, we shall have the chief guest, Dr. Tibu Sebin, speak a few words about the quiz and then give away announce the results.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, such a nail-biting finisher. I exceptionally enjoyed it. Very nice cues and congratulations for the winners, the team Pimento's algorithms, and the entire team for putting together the very engaging quiz, which was actually quite a surprise and much more entertaining than I would originally hope for. Was kind of insightful as well, to kind of see the depth and the breadth of medicine. Someone like me who has been not so much into medicine these days, it does bring back memories and make kind of self-realize that the history and the innovation and the research and the stories that go into medicine. So exceptionally great. I never thought a quiz would be that close finishing and exciting. So that was something worth watching as well. And of course, the last question itself enjoys a lot. Congratulations, all the winners and everyone who were and the top 2-3 teams, and for the entire OSMECON team for putting this up. So yeah, with that, I would like to, I don't know how to hand over the prize, but please let me know.
Yeah, but 1 second, sir. We're sharing a screen. So yeah, we now have our chief guest congratulating the teams. Coming in third place, the second runner-up, our team Natural Killers, comprising of Adarsh Jam, Bhupen Thakur. Can we have a round of applause for the team coming third?
Congratulations, Natural Killers.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, what do you think about the quiz, Natural Killers? All the way from UCMS Delhi, right?
Yeah, we are from UCMS, and these 2 hours have been really hard facing. We had a lot of fun. Most of the questions could be worked out. We did not require any kind of rote learning or as such, and was really good experience. Thank you.
Coming in second position is a young team from Osmania. 1 second. Coming in for second position is team from Osmania. A second year and a third year in a team. Team correlate quizzical. Correlate quizzical. Can we have the team 3 critically? Round of applause for them for coming in third. Very good workout. And we have a lot of money and clapping for them.
Congratulations, guys.
A young team, very close position. What do you think of the tiebreaker question? You got stumped there.
Yeah, that was, I guess we were going to guess blood, but yeah, we took a risk and didn't pay off. So.
Yeah, so can you tell a few things about them? What do you think of them? You have watched the quiz. They're just in the second year and the third year right now, and taking part in other teams who are like interns and final year students. And all right, we'll have the winners now. The winning team by mental algorithm from Gandhi Medical College, Hyderabad.
Congratulations, guys.
They won the quiz 2 years ago, and they were in the finalists a couple of times. And today, they again back the right of being called the OSMECON MedQuiz champion. How do you feel, team 4, 5 minutes algorithm?
It was a good finish. It was a very close finish.
How do you feel?
Yeah, we feel good.
Thank you so much for all the team for taking part with us. Yeah, the chief guest, Sir Deepu 7. We at OSMECON is very proud to be associated with Narrow. It's been a lasting relationship. We have had multiple times Narrow as a sponsor. So what are your thoughts about the quiz and overall and OSMECON as an event?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was more than a quiz. It did traverse the breadth and the depth of medicine, and of course, focus beyond whatever is fundamentally needed from a rote learning point of view, as someone mentioned. So a very enjoyable quiz, very insightful. Kind of makes, yeah, as I said, it kind of brings back some memories of reading something somewhere. Maybe a book or in a Wikipedia or somewhere, which we would have otherwise forgotten, and bringing those up. So it's a very insightful quiz in itself. And OSMECON, I understand that there are only a couple of events when my team comes up and raises a request. I kind of say that, okay, fine, this is an event we have to be part of. And I'm very surprised to see the entire event kind of transforming online and hybrid, and you guys maintaining the same momentum and rhythm. And as you have as the theme, right, against all the odds, you seem to be doing a very great job. So keep it up. All the best.
So you have been in the business of asking questions and answers. What do you think of that kind of question we asked? I think you already told us. And being a doctor yourself, what is your message to all the budding medicals who are watching this quiz live on a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I think the message is, I mean, when you guys pass out, maybe a couple of years down the line, get done with your PG, world is going to be a different place. Medicine is going to be practiced differently. And it's actually driven more and more by evidence. So that change happened when I was practicing, but obviously there was a lot of legacy issues in having evidence-based medicine. But it's pretty much a very evidence-driven practice. That means it's a very transparent system where who has the knowledge has the power, right? So it doesn't matter that you are so senior or you have such degree or you have n number of things. So that transcending of the bringing of the transparency and the evidence of medicine is expected to become way more prevalent, which is there globally, but I think it will be. And that also means the medicine will become slightly globalized, as you can even now see that quite a lot of globalization has happened in medicine. So overall, the nuances of medicine will become just beyond medicine. So that kind of puts you guys, especially who knows so much, at least as a knowledge in medicine, in an advantageous state. So kind of inspire your juniors, seniors, and colleagues to look beyond what is there in the textbook and slightly to the edges and learn from that. And of course, utilize your quizzing stability to, the storytelling ability, the quizzing learning, and all of this ability to become a better clinician as well. So I think exciting times are there. I know that there are some short-term challenges, but overall, you guys are gonna have a very good time. By the time you kind of pass out, things are expected to kind of take much more stability in many areas. So let's kind of hope for that, and all the best for your further studies as well.
Thank you so much, sir. And me personally as well, as a radiologist, I am also looking ahead at challenges like AI coming in, competing with radiologists. So I should be ready to take such challenges. Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. So now I'd like to thank all the participants of the quiz. I'd like to congratulate the winners, 5 minutes algorithm from Gandhi Medical College, Siddharth and Shiva Krishna. And thank you all. We would love to have your feedback. That is to us on our Facebook and Instagram page, and you can email me personally on my email ID. Thank you, everyone. That is all from today. We'd like to see you back next year again, hopefully in an offline event at our college, at Osmania Medical College. Thank you, one and all. Good night and have a good day. हो गया भाई लाइव मीटिंग बंद कर दिए थैंक्स